London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. It is, guys. So check this out. It's honestly so easy, but in the midst of the price movements of these cryptos, we get very emotional. Okay? Not to mention, we literally call this to a T, that a pullback will be happening. I think we will see a short-term bottom quite soon, maybe around $2.60, another pump probably to near all-time highs, and then from then we'll figure out what happens next. BcBacker is selling, guys. Credible Crypto is showing some bearish charts here, so let us investigate. But I know for a fact, I think I know, not that I know, because nothing's ever guaranteed, but I think we got a pulse on the market here. I think we know the trajectory, the path that XRP will take in the coming months. Okay, so let's figure this out. XRP right now is at $2.74. Definitely dumped. I mean, 2 days ago, if you look at my intro, right, I did call for a pullback, and that has materialized. So let's see what's going on. Let's figure out. This is my these are my opinions, guys. It's not gospel. You don't have to, it's not, so you don't have to take it 100% of what's going to happen, but here are my thoughts on the matter. From BcBacker, as the market continues to struggle to see Total 2 and the Russell 2000 break out, I've decided to take a defensive play. Not a bad play either. I am actively selling 1/3 of my entire crypto holdings until the market proves it could escape. Wow. Wowzer. 33% is crazy, huh? But okay, so let's just pause right there, guys. So a lot of people would see this, oh, BcBacker's bearish. Now, I haven't really watched BcBacker recently, but I do have his chart, a chart that he just posted, guys, on here, and it shows some crazy price movement for XRP incoming. But here's what I'm going to say about this. It's the thing about selling is actually you should sell. Okay, if you're in heavy profits, as in BcBacker probably is, right? I'm pretty sure he was buying XRP like at the cents range, guys, like under $1, right? When XRP was consolidating for so long. So it's never a bad idea to take profits. Now, there are different plays here, right? Some people are swing trading. Some people are going to hold for the long term. So if you're going to hold on for dear life until the new financial system, nothing matters to you. Even if you dump it to zero, it doesn't matter. Okay? Now, which obviously we won't, but he's selling 33% basically to protect himself here, right? To protect. So, and then the other 66%, if it flies, it flies, and he's gonna put it back in, right? But that 33%, if we do in case we do dump, he could buy the dip, right? So I'm going to be explaining what I think will happen because it's all due to this one chart. Oh, moving average, it held the line and it pumped. What do we call for? It needs to go below that, and it hasn't yet. What? So in this video, he expressed how it's such a make it or break it moment where the market is. Okay, this is the escape zone or the rejection zone. And as of right here, this chart did reject, guys, right? Or it held this moving average as support, right? Now I'm going to be explaining because I do feel like this thing is going to go back down, okay, which will make XRP back to previous all-time highs, and then people will feel very FOMO, right? They'll feel very FOMO-ish, guys. But that's where the market may turn. We'll talk about it, okay? So, does he post any? No, he doesn't really post any chart here, but I think he's just waiting for confirmations, then he will jump back in, guys. But this is the chart he shows. Okay, so XRP has created a structure that commonly leads to a capitulation. So this is XRP's charts, XRP 2021 versus 2022, and then Bitcoin 2018 chart. All have it's like a chair pattern, right? So imagine a chair like this, guys, and then it dies, right? Or like a BART pattern, right? The chair of death. So yeah, I mean, if we do follow the previous fractals, right, XRP will dump heavy. Okay, but before we talk about credible crypto here are my thoughts expressed on this matter, on what's going to happen with XRP and all that stuff. For XRP, I believe XRP will go down to this area, okay, probably hold pump back up, right? Here is the make it or break it zone, okay? At this point, how will we know if we're going to be bullish or bearish at this point when XRP is back here? How will we know? Well, It's easy. We go back to this chart, the USDT dominance chart, right? On the 5-day, we figure out, are we below it or are we above it? Because if you guys notice, there wasn't a retest of this moving average. Usually when it breaks out, it comes back to retest one final time before shooting off. So right now, there isn't a retest of it. Okay, so there's a line right here. So this thing will probably go up like this and then come back down, right? If it holds this area, yes, XRP is going to dump, how this chart suggests, right? It's going to dump to like near $2. At this point, if the candle closes up below this yellow moving average, XRP is going to go to $4, to $6 easily. Okay, so we're not at that point where it's do or die right now. I don't think so. I think there's still one more pump incoming. Either I'm wrong because we are above the moving average, but usually when like this, guys, okay, look at this. This is clear, and a clear example. Look how first it touched this line, right? It pumped and it came back down to confirm it. Then it actually, this was the real move, right? The bulk of the move was here after it confirmed this support. Have we retested the line? No, right? We kind of break through, had fake outs here, guys. But actually, if this is a real breakout, it'll come back one more time to retest it and then fly. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking. And I did say that we need to hold below it. If we don't, it's bad news bears, and it was bad news bears. Okay, so it's clear as day, guys. That's what I think will happen. I think XRP will jump back up to like 320, 340, maybe even possibly even a slight new all-time high. Who knows? And then that's the make it or break it points, I think. But till then, we just wait, right? Unless it just dies right now, because it looks like all these charts are following. All these analysts are saying that, oh, it's gonna die right now, possibly. From Credible Crypto, getting a lot of people asking me about a capitulation scenario on XRP, and I've already replied to like 5 different comments. Oh, wait a second. So if XRP did pump here, right, back all the way here, would it add up with these other charts? No, it wouldn't. Right? I just realized, because these charts just show like this, it just dies. Right? Look at this, it just dies. There is no more. It's like the pressure is getting, the volatility is getting less and less, right? Like this, as well as here, it's getting less and less, and then it just accelerates fast. So maybe we won't go back to the previous all-time high if this chart plays out. The only reason I am saying that there is a chance of us going back to previous all-time highs because it hasn't retested it, but I don't think it needs to be fair. I don't think it needs to. If we do die here, then we die. But I'm pretty sure once this correction is over, though, right, new all-time highs is imminent. That's why I said we were the only people to call it. November, December is when I haven't changed my guns, and that's when I think a brand new all-time high will occur. November, December. Who said it first, though? Exactly. So he said, Credible Crypto says, if we do perhaps dump and take this support line right at 270, right, 260 to 70, the monthly demand goes from $2.40 to $2 ish. Okay. So what are we thinking here, right? I do think that we will go down there, but my thinking here is, are we going to see a bounce first or not, right? Because that's major. If we see a bounce, the market makers can trick everyone one last time, right? But yeah, we'll see, guys. But this will be your final time to buy, by the way. You guys realize this, right? Your final chance to buy, right? So if we do come down, I don't know if we're gonna pump first or dump, guys. Let's say we come down a bit, another pump up. But if we follow these charts, it says there is no more pump and it just straight falls, right? It just falls straight down. Let's say it comes down right here. That's it. That will be your final time to buy. Okay, you still have maybe a month, 2 months max, right? Which comes back to November, December. Which I think I was the only person to say November, December is my timeline of when I think another all-time high will be imminent, because that's the Christmas season, right? That's when it's always bullish. So I guess we'll see if we're right or not. Oh, another reason why I want to talk about specifically in another video. I was gonna say this before, but I should have just said it before, but it's okay. My theory of I did say it before, but I didn't explain it. My theory goes as that they'll dump XRP when the ETFs go live to buy it at a very cheap price, then they'll pump it afterwards, because that's what happened with Bitcoin. And they did it with the first XRP that just launched spot. So this is it's a ritual that they're going to repeat, guys, sooner or later. So yeah, it makes sense for them to dump it. But even within these videos, when we talked about the moving average, guys, we were below it, right? We said don't front run. If it confirms in 2 days, which it didn't, because it blasted up, right? And then it closed above it, that's bad news, bears. If it closes below, it's good news. But again, it doesn't make sense to me for them to just keep dumping it when there's so much fantastic news coming out and about. So maybe that's why I'm saying there will be another pump up. The SEC Crypto Task Force met with VanEck to discuss crypto ETF regulations, liquid staking tokens, fund tokenization, DeFi oversight, and digital asset custody rules on September 25th. Right, look at this. BlackRock viral Vanguard with $10 trillion under management is finally coming into the play, right, with the crypto ETF. Look at this. Vanguard eyes crypto ETF access for brokerage clients. The world's second largest asset manager, Vanguard, is preparing. Isn't their like logo a ship, by the way, right? Ship to shore. It's preparing to allow access to crypto ETFs on its brokerage platform, according to a source familiar with the matter. So here it is, guys. Right. So that's what I'm saying. So maybe they will pump it, right, one final time before the actual death moment comes about, just because of next week, which I think that may be the case. The mutual fund behemoth with $10 trillion in assets under management has until now remained on the sidelines when it comes to digital assets, opting for a more conservative approach than rivals Fidelity Investments and Charles Schwab's. So look at that, guys. This is long-term very bullish, by the way. They're setting the stage for 2026. People, I know for a fact that people are going to sell too early. I could literally guarantee that 90% of people will probably sell too early, and then the other 10% will not even sell, right, when we're at the end of the cycle. I'm not talking about holders of the new financial system. I'm talking about like people who like take profits and such, right, swing trades and all that stuff, like traders. But I'm pretty sure they're tricking everyone, guys. One final dump before we fly off. But we definitely called this. I'm not kidding. Above this line, extremely bearish. We are bearish. Below this line, extremely bullish. We're not yet there. I'm pretty sure hopefully we come back to retest it one final time, though. We'll see what happens. Now, financial advice. I'll prepare, but I wouldn't sell here. But anyways, that's what Face Amazing is. See ya.